Imagine waking up at 2:13 a.m., hearing someone whisper your name from the hallway, and realizing you're the only person in the house. If you ever hear someone call your name at night, don't answer, not because someone might be outside, but because sometimes the thing calling you isn't a person at all. And once you answer, it knows you can hear it. This started 4 nights ago. It was around 2:13 a.m. I woke up suddenly for no reason. No sound, no movement. Just that strange feeling you get when something pulls you out of sleep. At first I thought it was just a dream, until I heard it, very softly. From somewhere in the house, someone whispered my name. Daniel? I sat up immediately. My parents were asleep. My brother was asleep. No one should have been awake, so I did what most people would do. I answered. Yeah, the house went completely silent. No footsteps. No response. Nothing. Eventually I convinced myself I imagined it, and I went back to sleep. That was my first mistake. The next night, it happened again, same time. 2:13 a.m. I woke up suddenly, and again I heard it. Daniel, this time the voice sounded closer, like it was standing in the hallway outside my room. But something about it felt wrong. It sounded like someone trying to copy a human voice, almost perfect, but not quite. This time I didn't answer. Instead, I listened. And after a few seconds, the voice whispered again, but this time it sounded confused, like it was expecting a response. It said, Daniel? That's when fear started crawling into my chest, because the voice sounded exactly like my mother. But my mother was asleep in the next room. By the 3rd night I was terrified, so I stayed awake. I told myself if the voice came again, I would figure out where it was coming from. 2:13 a.m. Right on time, the whisper returned. Daniel. But now it sounded like it was coming from inside my room. Not the hallway. Not outside. Inside. I looked around slowly. Nothing. The door was closed. The window was locked. My closet was shut. Then the voice said my name again, right behind me. Daniel. I froze, because I was facing the wall, and the voice came from the direction of my bed. I didn't turn around. Something in my mind screamed that turning around was the worst thing I could do. Instead, I grabbed my phone and turned on the camera. Slowly, very slowly, I lifted the phone over my shoulder to see the screen, and that's when I saw it. Something was sitting on the edge of my bed, tall, thin. Its arms were too long, and its face looked like someone tried to stretch a human smile across skin that didn't belong to them. It was leaning toward me, and its mouth moved again. But this time it didn't whisper my name. It whispered something worse. It said, "Answer me." I ran out of my room that night. I didn't stop until I reached the kitchen lights, and when I finally looked back, nothing was there. But since that night, something strange has been happening. Sometimes when I talk, my voice echoes slightly. Not in the room, inside my head. Like another voice is repeating me, learning, practicing, waiting, because I think I finally understand something. The voice calling my name wasn't trying to scare me. It was trying to teach itself how to sound like me. So if you ever wake up at night and hear someone whisper your name, don't answer. Because if you do, you might not be the only one in the house who can speak anymore.